every time I do the morning announcement about what offer I'm on, the sun is always blinding into the camera. You guys can barely see me. I always try to wait until I am not directly in the sun, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. What's this person doing? Gosh. God, I hate when people jaywalk. Makes it so stressful. It's like, don't do that. If the light is red, don't try to run across. I'm gonna do my announcement again. Good morning. Today is Tuesday. It's 7 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Vons and shop for 3 items. I'm gonna get $10.25 for 4.6 miles. I got a little bit of a late start on my day today. I was trying to do research on water filtration systems. I have a reverse osmosis system under my sink, and it's a pain to maintain it because it's hard to get the canisters off of the system to change the filters because they're so tight. They get so welded onto the system because you only change it about once every year, and by the time it's time to change it, all the mineral deposits have really frozen up the the containers from unscrewing from the system. So it's very difficult to do. I have some pipe wrenches or pipe straps that I use to do it, and even with the pipe straps, it's really hard to unscrew the valves. So I was looking at, I went out to the Culligan water system and tried to get a quote from them to change the filters for me, and I'm still waiting to hear back. They're probably going to say they only do that for their rented systems, not for independent systems. So I'm probably going to be out of luck. I could probably call a handyman to do it, but I don't trust handymen coming into my house because sometimes you don't know who you're going to get and what could happen if some random stranger comes into your house. So I don't know if I felt comfortable about doing that. So I'm probably going to I'm probably just going to change it myself, and then down the road I'll have to rent a system from Culligan. Right now their systems that you rent from Culligan are $50 a month. That's too much money for a water to make every month. That's like $600 a year. So I don't know, I'll figure out what I'm going to do. Anyway, we're here at Vons. Let's start the shopping. This should be really easy. I'm just picking up like some sausage, and then 2 dozen eggs. So I'm just gonna grab a basket. Turkey sausage links. Happy Eggs Organic. And I'm done checking out. That was so easy, no problems at all. Let's kick it to the drop off. Every time I shop for eggs, I always open up the container of eggs to make sure none of them are broken. But what I didn't bother to do was look at the exterior packaging of the eggs. One of them had all of this like yolk on the exterior of the box, and I thought, well, that's not attractive. That looks like a problem. Are you gonna go? Granny, swear. I didn't know. I didn't know if something was wrong with the eggs. It made me doubt whether or not the eggs, that I checked the eggs thoroughly enough, because there was egg stains on one of the packages of the eggs that I got. But the eggs were fine. I checked again. I'm like, no, the eggs are fine. It looks like another package of eggs that was probably sitting on top. That one got damaged, and it spilled onto the package of eggs that I got. So the eggs are fine. There's a school bus ahead. You have to stop. Everybody follow the rules of the road. I got my car registration in the mail, and I have to get a Smog, so I got to make time to do that. There's always something every day that has to get done. There's no shortage of activities that you got to do. They have a lot of good Smog places here in Vegas that are really close, so it's not like I have to drive far to get a Smog done, and there's usually no waiting. It costs more money. I just have them renew it there. I don't like the hassle of having to remember after going through that process, having to take the take the paperwork and plug it all in online, and then I have to worry if there's going to be a problem. I think the whole Smog thing is the biggest scam.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Ray Street.
It's just going to be a leave at the door. I've been to this house many times. We're here. Let's do this. Do I have everything? I feel like I don't have everything. Hold on a second. I don't want to drop anything. Thank you. From DoorDash, we're gonna go to Chick-Fil-A. I'm gonna get $7 for 3.7 miles. All right, let's go get the order. The order was ready, no waiting. Things were quiet inside the Chick-Fil-A. There was just one customer and there were 2 workers working near the checkout, so it made for an easy pickup, no problems. We're gonna be going 7 minutes, 2.5 miles. I think it's to a business I've been here before. It looks familiar. It's gonna be handed to me. I gotta remember to charge my phone. Yesterday I only worked for a really short time. I had to go to the dentist to have a crown, my permanent crown put in, and that went just fine. I still don't know if I'm gonna have to pay the full price or not for the crown. I think I've already paid about $600, and if the insurance doesn't cover it, I'll have to pay probably another $600 to pay off the crown. After I had the dental work done, I didn't really feel like working anymore, so I just turned the apps off. Yesterday I was talking about how the Pope had passed away and how I only knew of 2 popes that in my lifetime that I knew, and that was like Pope John Paul and then the Pope Francis. I had totally forgot about the other Pope, Pope Benedict. I looked it up online. I'm like, oh, there were 3 popes. Why didn't I remember Pope Benedict? I can't recall him being a very memorable pope. I think that's why I don't recall there being any types of, unusual things that he did compared to Pope Francis and Pope John Paul. So that's probably why he didn't stick out in my mind or whatever. But he was not memorable to me. He must have done something that was special, but maybe he was more of a status quo pope, because I can't recall him having a particular platform or anything that was unusual. That, like Pope Francis, he was all about helping the poor and the indigenous people who were just, suffering, the forgotten ones. So that's what he was more known for, and known for being a humble pope. So that's what made him stand out. He never wore the red robes or, wore all this gold or fancy stuff. He was very humble. Alright, we made it. Let's hand this off to the customer. Grab the food, grab the drink. Thank you. Hello. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Next offer from DoorDash. We're gonna go to Albertsons and shop for 1 item, and then go to Starbucks and pick up a Starbucks for the same customer. $11.75 for 6.3 miles. That's a decent one too, I guess. It's almost, once again, it's almost $2 a mile, but everything's been connecting. So far, I've been going from one order to the next. There's been no dead miles. first stop's gonna be the Albertsons order. I don't know if I can see if it's a big item or a little item. I can only see a thumbnail of what they want from the store. It doesn't say, it's just a little picture. It looks like a tub of ice cream based on the picture, or it could be a package of cookies. But whatever it is, I won't need a shopping cart to get it. I'll just walk in, grab it, and head to the checkout. Trying to get back on my healthy eating routine. Ever since Easter, and having that, I had like a cheeseburger or something from Lucille's barbecue. That ever since I had that heavy meal, it's activated all kinds of chemicals in my brain that have made me want to eat a lot of junk food. I had an impulse purchase the other day of these chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwiches, which I normally don't buy, but because the chemicals in my brain were activated from that juicy cheeseburger and french fries I had on Easter, I could not resist buying them when I was in the grocery store shopping. So yesterday I was stuffing my face with ice cream sandwiches. Chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwiches, making a pig of myself. And then I realized what was causing it. So I started back on my eating plan, which is mainly it's mainly based on high protein, low carbohydrate. So I'm trying to get back. It's hard to stay on a routine, an eating routine, when there's holidays and temptations, and you're always in the back of your mind thinking that you deserve a treat. Why not take a break from the diet for a while? But then you realize that once you do that, it's hard to get back on track because of the once you eat the food, that's the temptation. It does something to your stomach and your brain just continuously wants the same treats. It doesn't want to go back to the more blander food that you would eat. Even though the healthy food makes you feel better, the junk food is more comforting. It satiates your anxieties. So yeah, that's a problem. It's a problem. I know that as I get older, I'm going to have to be more and more disciplined about it. But it gets harder as you get older. You have more emotional stress as you get older because you've lived longer. The longer you live, the more you accumulate life experiences that are emotional. And so then you become more, and I'm an emotional eater, so I think if you were lucky enough to be born where you don't associate food with, reducing your stress, you're better off. Alright, we're getting close to the Albertsons. I'll finally be able to see what exactly I'm shopping for. It's ice cream. Chips Ahoy caramel ice cream. That'll be easy. Where's a good place to park? I want to park close to the exit. The freezer section is on the left-hand side of the Albertsons, so the closer I can park to the left, the better. I think there's a parking spot right at the front, right near the handicap. Yeah, this'll work. Close enough.
Will scan items one.
Looks like it's pretty quiet today in the market. Not too busy at all. So far, I don't see it. It's a very unusual brand for ice cream. Chips Ahoy. That's normally like where cookies are. So they do have these weird ones that are Kellogg's, Frosted Flakes, Apple Jacks, and Honey Smacks. But nothing that says Chips Ahoy. They didn't have it, so this is the approved substitute. That was not too bad. It was just a bummer I couldn't find the right item. The next stop is Starbucks. Ice cream in my freezer bag. Set it on the floor. You would think they would want me to pick up the ice cream second, not first. Starbucks is here in the shopping center, so not a long drive. It's just right over here. Just gotta fight through the cars that back up in this area. Okay, we made it to Starbucks. Alright, I got the order. It was really confusing in there. The guy was like, tell the guy over there your order. And the guy was working over at the drive-thru. It didn't make any sense. Oh my gosh, confirm. There's too much going on. I got ice cream in the car. I got people at home asking me questions while I'm trying to do this job. I'm like, come on, I got ice cream that's melting. I gotta go. 7 minutes, 2.1 miles. Leave at my door. The name of the street is this. Call if there's any issues. Call if there's any issues. Like what? Like melting ice cream in my car? Would that be one of the issues? Would it be Starbucks employees that don't make any sense? It's like, why was he pointing at the... Why was the Starbucks employee telling me to go over there and he's pointing at the drive-thru window? I'm like, what are you talking about? I think something was wrong with his brain. He had a screw loose. Double checking to make sure the drop-off location is correct. I guess there's a street that's very similar to his, and it's caused problems in the past. So I'm trying to explain to you what happened inside the Starbucks. I walked in, I went to the pickup counter. I told the guy, I'm picking up for so-and-so. He tells me, he's like, go over there and tell them you're here to pick up for Uber Eats or DoorDash. And he points at the drive-thru person at the window. And I'm like, is he telling me I need to leave the store and go to the drive-thru? I'm like, what is he pointing at? Why is he pointing over there? So I start to slowly walk towards the register because I'm like, well, that's the only other place I could go. And Then he finally says on the third time, he says, over at the register. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. And when I got to the register, there were 2 other people in line, and luckily they saw me struggling, and they politely said, oh, they politely let me go before them, which was really nice. So I was able to get out of there pretty quickly. Uh-oh. Road closed. Well, that's a problem. I'm going to have to make a right, and then I'm going to have to go all the way back and make a U-turn. Wow. Or, oh no, I can cut through. I can cut through. I'll cut through the shopping center, I think. Oh man, this is bad. I'm in a real pickle now, everybody. They're doing construction on the turnabout, and I'm not sure how to access their house if I can't get over there. And I don't see any cars going through. I see no cars going that way. So I might have to take an extremely long route. Oh wait, I think I saw a school bus. Business access. That's me. I have business access. That's me. I'm business access. They're trying not to let other drivers go this way. We're telling them, don't cut through the shopping center to get to the other side. And I'm like, sorry, I'm going to cut through. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I am cutting through. All the other drivers that wanted to go this way, they're going the long way. I'm like, if there's not a policeman there, I'm gonna do it. I'm going for it. If you regularly watch my videos, you're probably wondering why I'm suddenly making more longer videos again and talking more. And there's a reason. When I was doing my longer form videos, I had to use my dash cam, this little sucker right here, and it was having technical problems. It was making this weird buzzing noise, and it was ruining my videos for people who are listening to or watching my videos with headphones on. And that was a problem. It's like, well, I'm just gonna have to just make more shorter videos and use music whenever I use my dash cam. And it took me a while. But I finally figured out how to fix the problem. So the buzzing is gone. At least I hope it's gone. When I finally check my videos at the end, I've been listening for the buzzing noise after I run it through a filtration process, and I don't hear the buzzing anymore, so it must be resolved. This better be his street. Let's see. Uh-oh. That's the back of his house. Let's see. Where are you? This one. Yeah, we're here. All right, let's drop these orders off. Coffee. ice cream. Thank you. Oh boy, done. Done, and done. I confirmed the street, I confirmed the address. Whenever they say there's been problems in the past with the delivery, you gotta be real paranoid. Even when I took the picture for the drop-off, I stood really far back, so I got the address and the front of the house in the picture. So that way they'll know right away it's their house or not their house. I've had problems in the past where I just took a picture of it close up, and that didn't work out good at all. Stop from DoorDash. We're going back to that Starbucks. I'm gonna get $5 for 3 miles.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no more feet on the road. Yeah.
It was about a 5-minute wait. Take a picture, take a picture. You think I would remember before I secure the bag to take the picture. Five-minute drive, 1.4 miles. Leave at the front door, not at the gate. I'm located in, okay. We're here. Thank you. So leave at the door, not at the gate. I'm just gonna do a crawl through this shopping center and then make my way back. There's no point in parking and waiting. If I haven't gotten anything at this point, there's just no point. It's 9:53 a.m. and it is slow. I haven't been able to get any more assignments that were worth taking, so I decided to go to get a Smog. I figure on a Tuesday it shouldn't be busy at the Smog station, but I can already see there's somebody there getting their car smogged. So either I park behind them or park next to them. Usually when I come here, there's nobody there. So I think this is the first time I've gone here where there's actually somebody there at the Smog station ahead of me. If there's more than 2 people in line, I will probably just come back another time. I just got the Smog notification in the mail yesterday, so I got plenty of time. Is there a lot of people in? Oh, looks like there's a lot of people. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of people waiting. There was at least 3 other cars ahead of me, so I think I'll try there's another Smog place just down the street. I'll try that one. I don't like to wait until the last minute to get the Smog done, because you never know how long it's going to take the DMV to send the actual registration document, and I need that for Uber Eats so that I can keep on doing delivering with Uber Eats. I don't think I ever get anything from DoorDash. DoorDash never mentions any kind of document that I need to upload. This other Smog center that I'm going to, the setup is better for waiting in line. At the first one I went to, it's very hard to even figure out if there even is a line. And so it's hard. I always get stressed. I was getting stressed just thinking about waiting, not even sure when it would be my turn. But at this other location, there's a very obvious place that you position your cart away. You can see. There is no line. There's just one car there, so I think I'm gonna be good. It was a right decision to come over here, at least for the moment. I mean, I gotta wait for this long light. Somebody could easily hop in line while I'm stuck here at this light. I think the only thing I need for the Smog is this card they sent me in the mail. I don't think they ask you for your previous registration or anything like that. Even your driver's license, I don't think they ask. They just want to see that card you got in the mail, and they punch something into their computer, and they do the test. Please form a line here. All right, you got it. I'm next in line. Nice. This was the right call. Like, there's a fee for the Smog itself. Then there is a convenience fee you have to pay for them to submit the document to the DMV for you. And then there's, of course, the amount of money I have to pay for my car registration. I've had this car for a long time, and the registration fee is really low now. It's under $100 now, finally. It used to be really high when I first got the car, but now that the car is not worth as much money, the registration is gotten really low. Oh, she's almost done. I timed it right. She's got her document and she's getting in her car. It's my turn. Good, how you doing?
Good. Thank you. Yep. Are we going to be doing the registration for you here as well? Or just...
Yes, please.
You got it. What? Gotta back up. Are you waiting for a smog test? Gotta get in line where that sign is over there. He's still gonna fuck it up, I can feel it.
Yeah. All right, we're done. Woohoo, we did it. I don't know how much I paid. It was 100 and something. 160 something maybe? What did I pay? Let's see. $43 for the service. And then plus my registration was 97. So do the math. 43 plus 97, that's what I paid. And now I'm ready to dash, so I'll see if anything else comes in. It was slow before, so may not get anything.